All right, I think I am live. So, hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Friday night session where I'm coming back on to finish out all the readings from the earlier session. I did not get to any free readings in the first session or any of the YouTube channel member free readings, and I still have like a couple of handfuls of donations. So I'm so grateful. Thank you for making the end of my February birthday month go out with a bang. So we'll be on for a little bit here. So bear with me and thank you so much for your patience in getting to your readings here. Took me a little bit of time to get everything organized, and we kind of went over a little bit in my praying mantis session. So thank you for your patience in getting into this evening. Um, You'll notice there's no chat. I'm not taking any new requests. This is about completing everything from the earlier session. I will be back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time if you'd like to join me then. We'll be on for several hours. Well, maybe not several, but a few hours, maybe 2, 3 hours. We'll see how long it goes. And then also tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and then also Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. So be sure to join us then. And yeah, I think that's it for now. I did put the list, the order in which the readings will be completed. Make sure I have the list here so I'll stick to it. It's in the description box of the video. After I'm done, I'll also post it as a pinned comment. But if you want to kind of know where you're going to be at in the list, you can take a look at that, and that'll kind of show you where we're going to be at and all that. Okay. So we're going to start off with the donations. We do dive deeper into those, so those will take a little longer. So we'll start there. So up first we have Nova. So Nova, thank you for your multiple donations. And I saw that in your notes, and sorry I didn't see it till after I had left and came just a little bit ago. Um, you had tried to make a fifth donation, and even though it said it went through a couple times, it doesn't look like it went through. So we'll do the fifth one as a free reading, and and if you want to dive more in tomorrow, if you want, we can dive deeper and deeper into it if you want. I haven't read it to see what it is yet, so it uh, may not have you do that, but we'll look at that. All right, so let's start there. So thank you again for your multiple donations. I really appreciate all your love and support. You are truly a supernova. All right, so for number 4, what does Kurt want to say about getting help for yourself? Does it take strength, and will you get relief if you do, from your stomach pain? And what would he want to say about it as well? Just curious. All right. So, of course, um, I'm not a medical professional. Disclaimer in the description box of the video. Whenever we talk about health things here in the United States, we have to say that because there's rules around it. So, tarot is for fun, and we'll see what Kurt has to say here. So, getting help for yourself, and this is about your health, right? So let's take a look here. Okay, I want all those and this one as well. All right. So, you know, we do have on the bottom of the deck, look at this, you got the High Priestess, you have the Queen of Wands. So both this divine feminine energy and the star card underneath there as well, which the star card is all about, pursuing your dreams. And I feel like with the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands, the High Priestess is like you got to trust your gut, right? Trust your gut, or close to it, right? Um, and you know, be open to listening to spirit and nudging you and guiding you with that High Priestess. The Queen of Wands is all about taking action and movement. And the star card, I like that they throw that in there because they're like, well, you want to be around and healthy for your stardom, for this dream that you have. So I feel like they're, mainly saying here that it can take some strength, but it's like, what's the what's the purpose behind taking action to get help for yourself, right? Whether it is physical body, energy, emotions, yeah, emotions, or mind, whatever we can do in our lives to help us, and I'm of course, now that I'm taking all these, my own focus on my physical, because I, for many years, focused on my mental, my emotional, my energy, and my body, my physical kind of took the back seat. But now I'm focusing on ongoing. Yeah, I could have done this like a long time ago. So I get it. I get it. But it's important for you to live your dream because we do want you around here for a very long time, right? Um, so let's see what else he has to say about that. That was the bottom of the deck. So let's see what else they have coming in here. So we have the Justice card, importance of balance. But the Justice card also is the energy of seeing things from a higher perspective and gaining some clarity around things too. You got the Wheel of Fortune. You had number 11 major arcana, number 10 major arcana. Oh, was there a countdown? You have the Wheel of Fortune, which is, everything in life happens for us. It's the tune of for us. And the Wheel of Fortune tells you that your human side will see how this is for you and that your body doesn't just have pain for the sake of having pain. It's telling us something, it's communicating with us, right? And I feel like if you do pursue this and you look into it, that it's like, okay, it will help me here, right? Yeah, because you have the death card, the death and the rebirth. So I don't feel like that's literally death, but it is about transformation of your body. And your body is going through changes, when we're cleansing our body from things that were in it before. It's doing things. It's like telling you something down here is stressed um and it wouldn't hurt, to have it looked at. Oh my god. And then you got the Hermit cards. You got four major arcana and you got 9, 10, 11, 13. You're only missing the Hanged Man so far. So they're all around that same area. And you know, especially with this hermit, I just feel like they're saying, because, and this is trusting spirit to guide you with the hermit card, but you live by yourself, right? Except for your cat. Um, and your cat won't dial or whatever the emergency number is in Australia. They'll just slowly eat you. They'll probably start eating you while you're alive. That's what cats do. So it's like it's important for you to be healthy and to take that ownership for yourself, right? Because you don't want to be left there alone. And you have the 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is taking your Ace of Wands here, moving past a barrier that helps you move forward too. And the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups is this, child energy. I just feel like this is your adult self and your inner child, and it's like, um, what's watching, Mel Robbins oops, sorry, Mel Robbins on Instagram, if you ever a chance to take a look, she's an amazing and I'm like, where have I been?" She's been around for a while, and I'm like, great great wise wisdom, but she's like, things you have to, like it was like the three things you need to realize in your life. And then number one that is standing out for this is that no one's coming to rescue you, is kind of think how it said it. You are the one. You're the one to rescue yourself. You're the one to take charge of your life and go, okay, I'm in pain. And rather than just put up with it, I want to go get it looked at. I'm going to get it taken care of because why punish myself and put myself through this pain, right? And you have the Four of Wands, joy and celebration that comes in here. So it does bring you relief and it allows you to feel joyful and have steady energy again, balanced energy, stable energy. So I feel like they're saying that it's important for you, and again, it'll allow you to um, move forward towards your dreams if you get yourself, um, you know, taken care of physically. You will have that. That's why I'm looking forward to hopefully getting a CPAP machine after my sleep study because I feel like it'll help me sleep and I'll be even more rested and more hyper than I am now. Let's see what your fortune cookie is here. So you've got heartstrings. Yeah, playing along. So I love this. Follow your heart. And yeah, it's mind games. Quit playing mind games with yourself. Um, Playing with feelings. Don't string yourself along. I like all this energy because it's like playing a guitar. It's like you want to be able to be without pain and you want to be at your highest uh health, right? So I feel like that's what they're talking about with that. And it does take some strength, like you said, to actually, you know, go and wait and go through the process and everything, but bring a notebook along, write songs, make the most of the time of the pocket away where there's no other distractions besides you waiting to go see them. You have plenty of time to look around, look for creativity, connect, and write. You can make the most of it, right? You also, so your free question is what would Kurt want you to know about his stomach issues? And are you dealing with something similar that he dealt with? And will Kurt the guide teach you about how he could help me with this as a spirit guide? All right, let's take a look here and see what they have here for you. Yeah, I do feel like here, got the hanged man. Here's the hanged man that was missing out of you got all the 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I mean, you didn't get the 12. Here's the 12 coming in now. He was saving it for this reading. But it is about seeing things from a different perspective and hanging upside down, and really looking and seeing things differently. Queen of Cups she's very intuitive. So they will guide you, trusting your gut, again, trusting your instincts. They will help guide you, but I feel like they're trying to help guide you by having you go see a doctor and find out what's going on, with that pain that you're having. Um, Something about I don't feel like your guys' is the same. It's a different perspective, the hanged man is seeing things differently, and so that different kind of energy in there. I don't feel like you guys have the same stomach issues, that are going on. I feel like his was more, ulcer and, um, other things. I feel like his was more stomach, but I feel like yours is more intestinal and in this direction. I feel like it's on opposite sides, different sides of the body. If that makes sense, it's what I'm being shown in my head. Again, I'm not a medical professional. Seek medical professional advice, right? Um, but I feel like that they're guiding you, and that this is the whole thing is that they're trying to nudge you to go and they're like you have the power and you have the strength to go and the ability to get this help. Some people are in countries where there is no medical help and they have no choice, but you have a choice, so why suffer, right? So I feel like that's what they have for that one. We'll consider that the free reading there. You also had asked a question. You were writing in your journal and you say sometimes you swear that your handwriting changes and it seems like you're writing a message, or the thoughts, the things you write down just make sense. Maybe you're channeling words? Question mark. Yeah, I know that Kurt sometimes, um, with permission of your higher self, they kind of embody and start playing the guitar, right? Well, they're like, yeah, it's called like automatic writing, um, which is when spirit kind of takes over and starts writing stuff out, and so it can be our inner child or our higher self communicating differently. And usually we don't get like possessed by someone that takes over our writing, but I do feel like definitely that sounds like automatic writing where it is spirit channeling it. And I love that because sometimes I'll look back at some journals and some things I wrote and different things, and I'm like, I wrote that. And I'm like, I don't think it was me. So I get what you're saying there. All right. So that's what they have for you, Supernova. Thank you again for all your donations this evening. Appreciate you. All right. So let me scroll down on the list here just so I can stay in tune. Um, oh, let me see here. I think I might have missed part of your question because you had also asked for number 4. I'm so sorry. I just saw that I hadn't clicked on that. But you wanted to know about Kurt wanted you to know about your struggles and what you've overcome. What are the important things you don't see about yourself? And what would they like you to know? Okay. Yeah, because the other one was kind of like an extension of that other question anyway. So what would spirit guides and Kurt want you to know about your struggles, what you've overcome, and important things? Okay. Okay. Let's do that one. This one and this one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, bottom of the deck, you definitely have. Wow, look at this. You got the and the Knight of Swords too. Holy cow! So the bottom of the deck, you have the Six of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. All this thinking and mindset. Six of Swords is about moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, leaving things behind, moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. Knight of Swords is again the pursuit of seeing things from a higher perspective, and you've been wanting and questioning and diving into that, especially the mentality piece here. Queen of Swords is the balance between the head and the heart and seeing things from that higher place. Then that was the bottom of the deck. Your first card that came out is the Page of Swords. So all this new ways of thinking, seeing things differently, the changing of your stories, right? And what they want you to know about your struggles is that the biggest thing to overcome is this the mind. The mind will try to control the heart, right? And it pushes the heart and emotions down and it's like, no, we got to live by this. It'll take over and try to have things be the supposed to be's, the should be's, the need be's, but it has all these opinions of these stories that it keeps us in story time, right? To where we don't see things truly and clearly. We see things from that mindset. And so a big piece of the struggle was overcoming this the whispers from your mind telling you about who you're not and who you should be and um regurgitating old stories of things that happened and so all this stuff was just on autoplay. It kept on playing and playing and playing until you have stopped it. You have paused things. You've put things into containment fields to be able to question things and you've changed your mindsets. And this is the big thing is you're changing the stories of things in your life and you've been seeking higher knowledge and higher wisdom too. And this is what has allowed you to move forward here, right? What have you overcome? So you got the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands coming out together. So some things you've overcome. The Two of Swords is like the battle between the head and the heart. And the head kept on winning, even though the heart, knew from a higher perspective. The mind is the one that was the bully. It was bullying your heart, and you've overcome this. Um, you've allowed your head and your heart to play together instead of um and they weren't even fighting each other. It was more your mind was beating up your heart, and you've learned to have them work together. And the Two of Wands is also this energy realizing that you've really realized that you're creating your world and that whatever you focus on is what grows and expands. And so I love this. You become the protector of your heart from your own mind, but you also didn't beat up your mind. You didn't become the bully that beats up your mind for beating up your heart. You just goes, whoa, 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 whoa. You kind of became a referee. You stood in between and going, whoa, 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 whoa. We, if we keep fighting against each other, we're not gonna be here, and neither of us are gonna be here. And your mind's like, what? And you really woke up your mind to go, we need to work together. Let's love one another, heart and mind. And so you really have been having this, you became the whatever the mediator in between, and you organized a peace treaty between your mind and your heart. Your heart was like, just have them stop beating me up, but now it's like both have a seat at the table, and now your heart is kind of leading it more, and your mind is like, I don't have to control them. No, you can support them. What? They will let me support them? Yes. And so it's changing from your mind trying to control your heart to your heart wanting to share itself with the world. And your mind goes, I love this idea. I will help you with that. And so I love this energy, this what you've been learning. You also have the judgment. So here's the calling card, your higher self calling you into that dream. We showed that before, where it's the trumpet, it's the music, and you're realizing. I just feel like um, you're realizing and really stepping into. That's when your heart leading the way is the, expressing itself to the world through music, through artistry, and I like that, and I feel like you're really one of the big things you've realized is that's the purpose behind everything, right? It's what you wanting to do. And you have the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like what they want you to know is you've been putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears with the Eight of Pentacles. And so you've been through a transformation. You're beginning to see the output of the input that you've put in your life. And so that's, going to be seen. And you are making progress. The wheels are turning. You got the King of Swords here. King of Swords, brilliant communicator. And again, with all the swords that you had, that's the mastering of your mindsets. And not only are they the king, co-ruling with the queen over it, but all the kings get a second portion. They're the master of communication, master of your mind, master of your thoughts and beliefs, masters of your stories, which is great because you're going to really help other people learn to be master storytellers of their own lives, being a storyteller through music and through your writing. It's going to be very important. I can even see you writing a book one day, of your journey and your adventure that you've been having. So hopefully that helps and answers the questions there for you, Nova. Again, thank you so much for all of your donations. All right. Next, we have Nelia. So, Nelia, you have two donations and your free reading. And that's what I'm doing with these is for the donations that had free readings. I just put them all together so you don't have to go try to search through. It's just, you know, easier to do that. All right. I did notice your comment. You think Brenda was a comedian in his past life. Thanks. It's probably my Aquarius, sons. They're going to be kind of quirky, right? Jesters. But thank you. I'm glad you have a sense of humor and you find my humor funny. Not everyone does. All right. So let's take a look here. So your first donation, let me see here. Guess it doesn't matter what order I do them in, right? But your first one was a general on your sparkler sister. You called her and left a message to apologize and talk. Will she call back? And what is she thinking? I'm starting to feel grr. Uh-oh. Well, We'll take a look here at yours. So thank you for your donation and your the crazy emoji that you had with that. All right, so what's going on here? So your sparkler sister called and left a message and apologized, wanted to talk. So we'll see what is coming in here. Okay, I like that. So I smell. Must just be a candle burning extra hot. I was like, I thought I smelled something. Maybe that's your sister on fire. But you have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is important to relationships coming in here. So I do like that. That's a very positive card. Underneath that, you even have the Knight of Swords, which is a movement of communication. So I do feel like she's thinking about it. You're making your way through her armor that she has on. Um, so I feel like she will call back. Let's see what she's thinking here with these cards. Yeah, the Three of Cups. So there is joy, there is celebration, there is community. So she is, and I feel like she knew that she wasn't going to ostracize you out of her life forever. It's like her mentality or the energy just is like, um, we're family. We're always going to be each other's lives. I'm trying to teach you a lesson right now, you know, that you don't want to make me angry. And I'm just like, wow. We talked about her manipulation, that she's been taught that it's been done to her. So she learned it. It's probably passed down from mother to daughter, Dodgers, right? But so she always felt that we're part of this same group. We're gonna always come back, together somehow. So I feel like that's been there. We got the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is, about self-love. Just realize, you know, the the situation was happening so that she was a mirror for you, showing how you were feeling about yourself. And with you starting to feel that's fear, right? And so this is a reflection. She may not respond for a little bit because this is for you to go, why am I fearing? What if she doesn't respond? What if she doesn't want to do all this? What are you fearing? If someone doesn't want to be a part of our lives, and it's like, well, I care about them, I love them, but if they don't want to be a part of my life, and I'm not going to be manipulated by all this, because if I give in and go, whatever they say, I'm not going to ever upset them again. I'm going to give them everything they want. Then you just become a doormat, right? So this is about loving yourself enough to forgive, because that's for you, right? Um, Otherwise, you're losing your peace, you're losing sleep, or feeling stressed or whatever. This is impacting you, not her, right? So you get to release and just say, you know what? Her actions, I'm just going to release it. I'm just going to choose to love her. And if she contacts me, she does. If she doesn't, she doesn't. And I will not be empty. My life is not empty without someone in it. I'm full in here. The Ace of Cups is I'm a chalice. I'm filling myself up from the inside, not fully, but filling myself from the inside and overflowing. They're just above and beyond extra. And so you're releasing the power that you're giving her over your life because she has no power of your life. It's just what you're allowing, right? And so there's a freedom that comes in here. Got the King of Pentacles, the fullness of life in the outside world. Again, the King of Pentacles, has this uh, lesson that it learns, and this wisdom that they glean and share with us, which is when I define my worth by outside world things, including relationships with people, that's the one bucket, then I feel unstable because people are unstable. Sparkler is unstable. People change, people walk away, people pass away, people get angry, people flip out, And it's like, but my stability, my self-worth isn't dependent on other people unless I make it that way, right? And so I like this little kind of blurb in the middle between here about what she's thinking, um, because they're saying that, you don't have to define yourself, and as you continue to do that, you're going to get these mirrors reflecting exactly what she's doing in different ways to you till you see it, because it's happening so you can be free from all this, right? To where you're not feeling not giving away your power to other people about your worth, right? Yeah, you have the 9 of Cups. Emotional dreams come true. And the 9, like, these 3 cards really are coming out together because the Ace of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups fills up from the Ace of Cups and flows out to the other cups. That's what brings them the true joy, is that they find their self-love. And then they're not, you know, uh, impacted the fear of what other people will think, or other people's retribution or actions or non-actions or silence or words don't control what decisions I make in my life. There's this freedom that comes in with it, right? Let's see what's underneath it here. Yeah, the Fool card is letting go, a brand new cycle, right? Letting go of old ways, letting go of old um, cycles, the old cycle of manipulation. She gets upset. I apologize. I reach out. I pursue her. She eventually forgives until the next thing that I do that upsets, not that you don't upset her, that she gets upset with. Her trigger triggers it and goes in that, and so it's like, no, you don't have to do that anymore. So I feel like, they're showing you that hers is like, well, we'll eventually always get back together, but I'm trying to teach you a lesson to never upset me. It's like a little kid. I'm gonna throw a tantrum in a store until you give me the toy I want. No, 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 no. So hopefully that helps. Here's your fortune cookie for this one. Let's see here. Yeah, look at this. Regrets, blamable, being distant, guilty, feeling shamed. This is exactly, I'm going to be distant. I want you to feel guilty. I'm blaming you, and I hope you feel shame. That's her energy. And you're like, but remember that her actions aren't towards you. These are how she feels about herself. So, how she treats you is how she feels about herself. And so, we cannot take that personally, right? All right. So hopefully that helps with that one, Nelia. And then your number 2 donation. Thank you for your additional donation. So any messages on A? Does he have intentions on meeting you? Does he love you as he says he does? And a general. Let's take a look here. So does A have intentions on meeting you? And then does he love you like he says he does? And anything else about A? All right. So at the bottom of the deck, just in general around A, we have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands is like, Wands is passionate energy. It's not cups, it's not love, it's passion, it's energy. And we pulled cards to find out if he loves you as he says he does, but it doesn't necessarily, you know, we'll talk more when we get to that stack, but it doesn't necessarily mean um, that he's intentionally lying. Like, if all I know is, like, if I have little self-love, I can't give you anything more than how I feel about myself, right? So I have this much love, that's all I can give you, but I might have learned growing up that I don't show you I care about you through this little thimble of love that I can give you. It's all this passion, this attraction that I show you that I care about you. And I feel like that's how they were raised, and so they just feel like, "Well, I love you," and it's like, "No, you desire me." There's a difference, but for them, they don't understand that difference. So we'll dig more in here in a moment, around that. In fact, let's just go to that one. We're gonna skip to that part. Does he love you like he says he does? All right. Yeah. So we got the Four of Wands, which is again Wands energy is passion. This is the marriage card and joy, you know, but again, it's wands, it's not cups, it's passion. We got the Six of Wands, again, equal passion. Passion, passion, passion. And we got the Tower and the World card, right? The World card is an ending of a cycle, beginning of new adventure. The Tower card is this energy of things being moved out of one's life to make room for something else. And when I look at those, the w- what it's like the backstory around the passion and the lack of love that's there because they've had a history growing up of people that they cared about leaving their life. And so there's this fear, this heartache, this pain that they felt when they were younger when that happened. And so they've, have very little self love that they recognize um, because of that, of these people leaving, leaving, leaving. And that's where the foundation of, well, I'll protect my heart, but I'll give passion, but my heart is protected. I don't give that away because it hurt too much. So it's kind of like a little abused little, emotional heart that's in the basement hiding because it doesn't want to be found because it doesn't want to get hurt again. And so so I like that they said all that in the beginning. It's not that they're lying to you. They just think, well, this is how love has always been expressed, you know. And so it's always passion. It's this. So I do love you. And it's like, you don't love yourself, so you can't love me, but you'll give me all this passion, right? So let's see here. Do they have intentions on meeting you? Um, so we have the Queen of Cups. I know I've been trying so I haven't been trying so hard. I usually, I just whatever comes out comes out. And so yeah, we got the Queen of Cups, which is I feel like with the Queen of Cups, it's someone who's very empathic. What does your gut tell you? And the Eight of Cups is walking away from relationships and emotions that don't serve you. The energy that I feel from this is like I don't feel like they have um intentions of walking away. Again, it's like this, they don't know themselves really well, right? So will they get into relationships, their heart is hungry for love because it's in the basement hiding and it's been starving. And so it's like, yeah, I'm gonna give love and we're gonna meet and this and that and that and this and that and that. And they have these good intentions, but just not good follow through. So intentions, and this is like they're reminding me of my first ex who was it's like they wanted to love, but they didn't have the capacity to do so. So they had good intentions, but just not capacity to be able to do it. And that's what I feel is coming in here. I feel like they end up running away because they feel like they're going to get rejected. And so they end up they talk a big game and they have a lot of good intentions, but generally doesn't come true. And that's the kind of energy I'm picking in here. Let's see what else they wanted you to know here too. Okay. Yeah. So I know, I see I did again. Yeah, well, let's start with let's start with the 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is emotional stagnancy. I feel like eventually um you will grow tired of the good intentions without a lot of follow through. You have the 2 of Swords. You're going to be coming to a point where you're going to make a decision, decision point that comes in here. And you do have, the Fool card, which is an ending of an old cycle, the beginning of a new adventure. I do feel like you end up breaking this off because there is a new opportunity for a relationship with the 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles that comes up here in the future. Someone who's more in alignment with who you are. You deserve to be with someone like you, someone who's giving, someone who cares, someone who reaches out, someone who responds to things, someone with a huge heart capacity to communicate their emotions, and someone who has that ability to give and receive love and not just passion, right? So, you know, that's what I feel they want you to know about that one. Let's see what your fortune cookie says here, and then we'll move on to your free reading here. All right. Yeah. So around summer, I feel is when the things get heated. When I feel like you're like, all right, that's enough. Ending of one season, beginning of a new season. So I feel like around June 20th is when you're going to be like, all right, this is not going anywhere unless you decide to do it sooner. But I feel like if based on current energies, if you don't do anything, I feel like that's when that just you're like, all right, this is enough. I'm tired of the go around, right? All right. So that is what they have for that one, Nelia. And then your free reading. Any messages from your guardian angels? All right. Let's take a look here. What do your guardian angels want you to know right now? Okay, they do want that one. And nope, not that one. They want that one. All right. Yeah. So you have the 8 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is clarity that comes in here, and the 8 of Pentacles, I just feel like there's so many different areas of your life that you're putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears, and investing a lot of energy and stuff. And this Ace of Swords, this is spirit and your guardian angel saying, you don't have to work so hard in so many different things. There's the 8 of Pentacles is that everything you've been putting in, you'll see harvest, you'll see things unfold, but you've been really working on you. And all of this that's coming in with this energy has this, if you look at it, like we talk about the caterpillars and the butterflies all the time. Um, but with all this work that's been going on, all this that you've been doing, you've been changing. And at some point, you are going upward in, becoming a butterfly, but anyone else that has not changed can't fly with you and you can't carry them. And so they stay behind, whether it's your sister, whether it's someone at work, job, whatever it is, all these things that you've been changing and evolving, and you're realizing I deserve more. I don't have to settle. I don't have to bow down. I get to fly. I get to go do what I want to do. I get to follow my heart. I get to follow my joy. And some people can't follow with you because they didn't do the work. They didn't change. They're caterpillars. You can't carry a caterpillar. The butterfly is like, bye. You leave your cocoon behind. After you leave it, you're like, all right, I'm gone. I'm flying. and I'm going to new heights, and you can't, not everyone can go with you. If no one's been working on things, then it's okay to let it go. You got butterflies to go fly with. Don't worry about the caterpillars. They'll have their caterpillar life and they won't know any different, but you'll know a difference because you've changed. So I feel like that's important message for you there. Right. So that's what they have for you, Nelia. Some many blessings to you. All right. And then Aria, you are up next. So Aria, you have your donation and then you had a free reading. So we'll do the free reading right after your donation. So let's take a look here, Aria. Thank you for your donation. Want to know Stefanico, their energy towards you. Is he interested? All right. So let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know around Stefanovich? All right. Ooh, okay. Well, I think they are interested. We'll see what Spirit wants you to know about him here in a moment, though. Don't jump out of the fire, the frying pan into the fire. But you do have the bottom of the deck. You have the Lover's card. So that does show it's an important relationship. So there is interest that's there. Um, but let's see what Spirit else wants you to know about them here. What's his energy towards you? Okay. So we do have the Three of Cups, which is joy and celebration. We got the Star card. So they do have this kind of dream come true energy, but the Devil card coming in too does show that they're in this kind of shakeup. This the Devil card when it comes in, it's Saturn, Capricorn energy, which they come in and they rattle our cage. They have this challenging our long held beliefs of supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be and must be. And obviously, this is about relationship. What's obvious with the energy I'm feeling anyway, because the Three of Cups is also, it's not third party, but it's more than one interest. And they do have, like, maybe three people. You're one of them that they have interest towards, but there's also two other people that they have interest towards. But this is where they're kind of like not acting upon these interests because they're trying to figure out, what is it that I want? Who am I? What do I want? This is the kind of, you know, challenging of mindset that they're going on. What does a dream come true look like? What is going to fulfill me? What's going on? Blah blah blah. So they're going through a lot of mental capacity. You might even see steam coming out of there or smoke out of there, right? Um, yeah, even here they've got the Four of Wands, which is the marriage card, and the Sun, which is about shining bright light, trying to figure out, do I want marriage? What does marriage look like for me? And again, there's all this focus on shining light and getting clarity around, what is it that I want? Is this what I want? I don't know, you know. And I feel like it's just that going back and forth and this battling that's going on in their head, right? Yeah, and same thing. We got the Four of Cups and the Page of Swords. The Four of Cups can be emotional stability, but it also can be emotional stagnancy and boredom. And that's not with you. This is just like they've the three cups are like the three relationships or kind of love they've had in the past, which has never fulfilled them, because what they're really looking for is the Ace of Cups, right? We know that no one in the outside world can ever make us happy. We have to be happy on the inside, and then we can have happiness with someone. But if I'm not happy on the inside, no one can make me happy. No one can make me feel fulfilled. And this is what they're experiencing, is like, the relationships I had in the past didn't fulfill me. What if a marriage doesn't? What if this? What if that? What if this? And so their journey is to find this. And the Page of Swords is about clarity, trying to get clarity around what do I want emotionally and why hasn't these other emotions in the past, why hasn't it fulfilled me, right? They do see you here with the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is one of my compatibility cards. So they do have this energy of going, wow, we would fit like a glove. We have a lot of the same backgrounds and beliefs and similarities and um, styles of communication. And so they do see you as like someone that could do that, but you're not the only one, right? Um, and it's not a competition. They're in competition with their own thoughts and beliefs, and they're trying to get things clear and understand what they want. So before they act out and do anything, they got to figure all that out. And I like that. That's respectable, right? It's not like I'm playing the field, making three people think that they could be the love of my life until I decide what I want. Maybe I'm not going to choose any of them, but rather than lead people on and um, give false hope or whatever, they're wanting to be true and understand themselves first. So I like that. That's respectable. All right, and let's see what your fortune cookie is for that here. What else about stuff? Boom. All right. Yeah. So we have like the snake, and this is not them. This is the fear that you have, right? Fake profile, hiding themselves, plotting, social media, and um, this is the snake that you've shed. And so being aware of that, you don't want to jump from one into the other anyway. And so it's a good time. It's a good mirror for you to go realize no one can make me feel full. That's my job, right? I'm going to fill up with my self love. And we'll just see where this goes. There's no rush, right? You don't need someone to fulfill you, but you're like, yeah, they're figuring their life out. You know what? I'm figuring my life out too, right? That's kind of what you're going through. So I like that for you, Aria. And then for your free reading, you want to know if your mamacita will get better. Oh, okay. Let's take a look here. Of course, I'm not a licensed medical professional. See the disclaimer in the description box of the video. All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit have here? What do they want to know about your mom here? All right. Yeah. You know, we have the Eight of Swords, which is about becoming aware of her own thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that make her feel blinded and bound and trapped and restricted and stressed. The 10 of Wands is a lot of burden, a lot of energy that's here. Great flowing numbers, the 8 and the 10, which shows that are possibilities that she can get better, but it's about getting out of stress, getting out of fear, because when she's in fear, it shuts down her immune system, it shuts down our digestive system. All those things that fight or flight does to the human body, stress related illness, right? It's dis-ease when our body is at not at ease, it's dis-ease. That's disease, that's our illness, right? That's where it comes from. um Majority of impacts on the body are stress related. The 10 of Wands is a lot of energy being invested in to trying to make everything be a certain way and supposed to be and should be and need to be and have to be, and people pleasing and needing it all to be that way. It's about lining up, mamacita, you know, um, getting to the root of her fears and will help her release that stress and get out of stress, and de-stressing is very important for her health. So 8 and 10, like I said, are flowing numbers. She has the ability to do so. It's just a matter of, does she want to do that, right? All right. So that's what they have for you, Aria, based on current energies. I feel like she has a little bit of a challenge ahead of her to overcome, these these belief systems and the stress. Um, but just going to have to learn different ways to question that. Counseling, meditations, things that can calm and lower the fears that are going on around. Watching what she watches. If she's watching the news all the time, let's watch comedies. Let's watch funny stuff, fun stuff. That higher vibrational energy, right? Unconditional love and joy and laughter and fun and play and gratitude and that instead of lower vibration, right? All right, my dear. So that's what they have for you. Many blessings to you. All right. And then Shawn G, you are up next. You have two donations. So thank you for those. Plus your free reading. I'll add on that as well. So, Shawn, first of all, you said you're sick, not feeling good. Will you feel better tomorrow? Maybe it's all this planetary alignment, all these planets, all this gravitational pull. Let's take a look here. Cards are shedding on my black shirt. My goodness. All right. All right, so we want those two. All right. I do feel like things will balance out tomorrow. You do have the Six of Pentacles. So this feeling of balance that comes in there. You also, the first two cards that came out were the Sun and the Ace of Cups. So I feel like taking care of you, turning inward and upward to your self love is good. But the Sun is a victory card. So I feel like you will feel better tomorrow. But that Ace of Cups is kind of like a self care, and it's about caring for yourself, allowing yourself some rest, allowing yourself nurturing, right? So what else we have here? Yep, Six of Wands. So equal flow, victory card coming in here too. So this is very much yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. Yeah, the King of Pentacles, which is a very balanced, grounded energy with, and the Seven of Cups. I feel like there's some emotional stuff that kind of triggered you today. Seven of Cups is a lot of different emotions all over the place that it just kind of made you feel. I don't know if they're kind of feel like this hopeless feeling, and I'm not sure where this is coming from for you. Maybe it's going to come through these other cards, but I just feel like there's this the energy that you focused on today. It took you down a rabbit hole into some hopelessness, and your body reacted to that. But I feel like a good night's sleep. Um, like everything looks better in the morning. Interesting, right? When the sun rises, like the sun card. You had the Five of Swords, the battle between the head and the heart. So some inner conflict that was going on. The Eight of Wands, yeah, that sparked lot of energy within you. King of Wands, again, focusing your energy and maybe a little bit of I don't know if this is a word, unsurety of what I want to do next. What is my next step? What am I doing? What can I do? Um, so many things I can't decide what I want to do. It's kind of that kind of energy that's there. And the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, those are change numbers, but this is also the fear of not having enough, fear of lack, um, fear of being left behind, left out in the cold. And the Seven of Pentacles, a little bit of last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. Where's the damn fruit? But also, this is this what I want? And I just feel like there's this unsurety and I don't want to say doubt, but it's like, is this really what I want? What do I want? Is this really what I want to go for? Is this what I want to do? I'm not sure. Yeah, I do. I don't know. Maybe I do. And it's like that going back and forth and the fear of not having enough and the mind wanting to pull you one way and your heart wanting to take you a different way. So this inner conflict kind of just made it out into your body. But with all that, I feel like you'll be I feel like you'll have a different perspective in the morning. Let's see what they want for your fortune cookie here. Yeah, look at getaway. Little getaway. Run away in the sunset, begin an adventure, go on vacation. Yeah, that nurturing, right? That nurturing yourself, giving yourself a break, allowing yourself some space. I feel like you'll have some um, clarity with that, right? So that's what they had for that one for you. So thank you for that. And thank you for your second donation, which is should you tell V what I think of him or hold my tongue? All right. So there's no shoulds, of course, in the spirit realm. There's just different choices with different outcomes. So what we'll do is we'll pull some cards for if you tell them what you think, and if you hold your tongue. All right. So the energy of telling them what you think, what will you experience? All right. Wow. Okay. And then if you hold your tongue, oh, those two. Okay. I like the bottom of the deck. Mother Nature, Mother Nurture with the Queen of Pentacles. It's choosing. There's like no wrong choice here because this is about nurturing yourself and caring for yourself. What do you feel is the best thing for you? Not what is going to impact them. What are they going to do? How I'm going to change them or not change them? Or will my words matter? Blah, blah. It's like the underlying energy is look at you, boo. I like your spirit guides. Look at you, boo. What do you want to do for you, boo? All right, let's see here. If you tell them what you think of them, do you have the Seven of Pentacles coming in, which is this slow movement of stuff that's here. Let me see what these other cards are here too. Yeah, what these. Yeah. So, I mean, you've got these cards here. I mean, you've got, well, let's start here. You got the Six of Wands, which is a feeling of victory, feeling of like, okay, I needed to do this and I did it. So there it is, right? You have the King of Cups, which is balancing of your heart and your mind. I feel like it's been under your craw for a long time to building and building and building, and you haven't told them what you thought of them before. I feel like truly told them. But you would feel here, you have the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles, which you would feel abundant, you would feel empowered, and I feel like it would open up new opportunities for you in the outside world. I don't know what that means. Uh-oh. And you got the Six of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is that energy of feeling the fear of being abandoned, left behind out in the cold, the feelings of lack. But the Six of Cups comes in here, which is like a past life connection energy that's here. So I feel like if you told them what you think of them, that it does, bring a feeling of abundance and fulfillment in your life. And maybe this is a positive thing you want to tell them, maybe it's not a negative thing. But I feel like you feel like in the end, um, you might have this feeling of abandonment if it is something like let me tell you what I think of you. You can tell something to someone from a place of love and communication, and it doesn't have to be, if it is something heavy on your heart that you need to tell them, that you feel you need to tell them, then there's ways to approach that, differently, and not blaming, not pointing. If this is sharing, like you care about them and you want, should I tell them or should I just keep it to myself? It's like, I feel like if it's a positive thing, I'm gonna tell 'em it do it because I feel like it's gonna be like, "Wow." If it's something constructive, try to realize I don't wanna come across as attacking, judging this. I wanna talk about my feelings, how I feel, not you made me feel this way. But can I talk to you? I struggle with something and I just wanna understand what's going on so that I can be, more open with this or whatever. It's that kind of change of a difference, right? Now let's say if you hold your tongue, you got the Two of Pentacles, a cycle. It's only a matter of time before you would speak up anyway. That's funny. with all of that, with all of that here. Yeah. You got the devil card, which is, it's this Capricorn energy, but you have the Queen of Swords here, which is the balance of the head and the heart. I feel like you could like the devil made me do it, but and it's you could like suppress it. You're like mind over matter, mind over heart. I could do this, I can control it. I can let it go. But the devil card says with that Two of Pentacles is you wouldn't be able to um you wouldn't be able to do it for long because you have the high priestess. You feel things very, very deep. Um and I just feel it's like you can't hold things in for a very, very long time because you just feel things so differently that you eventually would snap and lightning would strike. Rah! It's like the more we hold it in, then the more it's like, then it all just comes flooding out instead of learning to talk about things in small pieces, not letting them build up. Um, yeah, and you have the 9 of cups and the 10 of wands. You could focus all this energy in working towards your dream, and not, do that. So I feel like you could hold your tongue if you wanted to for a little bit, but it would just come out a bigger lightning bolt. So I feel like it's encouraging you to share and that's your throat chakra, sharing your truth, but we don't have to do it and be a jerk about it, right? If it is something that, is, like I said, constructive. But you can, you know, plan out the conversation and then let it sit another day and then read it and then go, "Oh God, no, I'm not gonna say it that way." Trying to see it from their perspective. If someone said this to me, would I get on the defensive? Oh, hell yeah, I would. So when we make it vulnerable and we make it about us, and that's true communication instead of attacking, kind of energy, depending on what kind it is that you're wanting to share. All right. So let's take a look here. Hopefully, all that makes sense. Um, I have a couple of good people on Instagram that have a lot of great how to approach conversations and stuff. So if you're interested, just comment in the video and I'll give you some links to some Instagram accounts if you're on Instagram. All right. And then your fortune cookie says, ooh, look, risk. So it says partner to partner, unsafe decisions, not thinking. So it's risky to just, you know, do it without planning it. If it's a difficult conversation or any conversation really, in the beginnings when we're needing to communicate strong emotions, it's so important to um, see what's mine and what's theirs and what of my emotions are mine to own, my triggers to own, and telling people like, you shouldn't do that because it makes me feel this way. Well, that's my trigger. Let me look at how I'm feeling. Let me look at all of me first and then see if I really need to talk to anyone. I found out a lot about myself when I had that approach because I was like, that's my trigger, not theirs. That's not their responsibility. I own this. Let me look at me, right? And then when I changed, the situation changed. So sometimes that's kind of the lesson within everything too. All right, so that's what they have for you, Shawn. So many blessings to you. And then your free question, guidance for the weekend. All right, let's take a look here. What do I want to give you for this weekend? All right, so number one, Six of Pentacles. There you go. That balancing that we saw for tomorrow, the equal giving and receiving, and being aware of any kind of, let's say, uh overgiving mentalities. And we probably have talked about this before. Um, but just in case, once I finish the session, if you haven't checked out the Six of Pentacles, Take 10 with Zen, that I have. I don't have a chat here, so I can't throw it out here right now for you if you're watching. But I will put it next to your name in the um, pinned comment once I get done with all of the session. Shortly after, I'll pin it there, and it'll be there next to your name. But it is about the out of balanceness that can come in with when we're growing up, that I have to give so much to deserve so little, and it'll keep abundance. It'll keep things away from me, love, abundance, whatever, jobs, blah, blah, blah. Because my little inner child goes, you don't deserve that yet. And it puts up these force fields because it believes you have to put 1,000 abundance coins before you can deserve one back. And I feel like this is an important energy just to be aware of for this weekend. I feel like this is could be a big turning point if you haven't looked at it before, because it's amazing what's running on autopilot below the surface. We don't realize, what, 1,000 to 1? No, there's a way to edit that to bring it down to 1 to 1, and these force fields go down. And then when you're giving, there's flowing that comes back instead of giving, 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 and then, oh, I get one back, and then it restarts all over. But force fields back up, have to get up to 1,000 coins again. So if that resonates, check it out. Oh wow, but I like this weekend for you too. You got the Hanged Man, which is about seeing things from a different perspective. Um, and with the Three of Pentacles, creativity, being true to your authentic self, and allowing yourself to see yourself in a different light with this combination of these two cards coming in together. What does that mean? Well, the Six of Pentacles would definitely help you do that, because you would see yourself as someone who deserves to receive. Now, up here, I get it. Oh, I deserve to receive. I want to receive. Da 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 da. But when that subconscious rate of exchange is on autopilot below the surface, it's going, no, you don't. It's like our mind goes, yeah, we do, blah, blah, blah. It has all these beliefs. So, hey, I believe, I want, I deserve, come on, bring it here. But down underneath where all the workings, the energy is at, that's repelling or drawing, there could be a belief that's, no, I don't deserve that. And getting into that, I didn't realize that my inner child had these beliefs until we really sat down, and messages like this would come through. I'm like, oh, I haven't never done that. Let me take a look at it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there is stuff there. And it did change things. Just the flow of abundance is different with that. So hopefully that helps, Shawn. That's what they have for you, my dear. Thank you again for your donations. I appreciate you. Hope you feel better. Much love to you. All right. And then the final donation is Brenda Tejada. So everyone, thank you for hanging in there. After we finish with Brenda's reading, the other readings will be faster because they're free readings. They're just 1 to 2 cards. So those will go a little faster. So thank you for your patience. Hang in there. All right. So Brenda, thank you so much for your donation. Good to see you. General in love for tonight and tomorrow. What's coming? New, old, current? What's going on? All right, let's take a look. So for tonight, Oh, what's this for tomorrow? My goodness. Well, tonight, we'll see what tonight brings, but tomorrow looks like a lot of cards. We'll see what's going on here. So we do have the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So regarding love, just your spiritual posse reminding you that it's all about self love. The Queen of Cups holds her own chalice, and the royalty of the cups learn throughout the all the emotional roller coasters that goes through with the Ace of Cups and the 2 cups, 3 cups, 4 cups, all over the place, right? That, coming back to that, I am the love I've been looking for all my life. The chalice, I become the chalice, the holy grail. I fill up and it overflows out to the world. And then when I'm full from the inside out, then all the love is extra, right? So just a good reminder of that energy underneath. So the love for tonight, well, 7 of Pentacles, slow moving energy, right? Last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, and recognizing when the fruit starts to grow, like, I don't think I wanted that fruit. Ugh. I'm changing. And so I feel like tonight is more of a reminder of self-love, beautiful mirrors going, what am I looking for in someone else? You know, let me return to me tonight, right? So we'll see what comes in tomorrow because you got like 5 cards, and then 1 card is an underlying energy. Let's look at that first. Yeah, you have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles, again, royalty, really learns a lot when they go through all of the suit. And the King of Pentacles, of course, this is that reminder that my worth isn't when I define myself, my self-worth by the outside world, relationships, situations, and things, all of those aren't stable. People change, people walk away, people pass away. So my happiness, I'm not going to make it dependent on someone else because then my happiness is constantly in flux and experience unhappiness a lot. But when I'm happy from the inside out, then I'm happy. I have a secure, stable happiness. And the outside world just is expansive and above and beyond on it. So it can't take it away, it can only add to it, right? So I like that energy underneath for tomorrow. And let's see what these other cards are bringing in here. All right. Wow. 4 major arcana. So we do start off with the Death card. Transformation. A lot of ending and beginning energy that comes in. You do got the Lovers card here. So, what's coming? New, old, or current? Tonight, I don't feel like there's anything coming. I feel like everything is just like slowly growing. It's just as it has been. But tomorrow, I feel like there's significant because major arcana are significant, right? Major endings um, and beginnings that come in here. Um, and I say that because you also have the Empress, Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, nurturing yourself, but she's also the birther, and creation of new. So with this death, this rebirth, and the lovers right there in the middle of it all, it's like, yeah, there's some change, but it's because you're initiating it. You have the Queen of Wands. That's you. You're on the throne. Your energy. You're in the driver's seat. Your energy, your action, your fire. And you have the Hierophant too, which is about your higher self bringing you truth and showing you higher truth, showing you things from different perspectives in here. So I like this. It's a great reminder, as you're looking in here at it, that it's, even on the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Swords, the High Priestess, it's clarity coming in, and the High Priestess is a revealer of truth, of hidden things, but she also steps away into her high priestess temple, connects to spirit, looks behind the veil, dives deep into things. But she knows and she's trusting her gut. So I feel like tomorrow you're just kind of like I don't know, it's March 1st. It's a whole new energy. It's a whole new beginning. And it just feels, again, this death and this rebirth energy, like you're just tired of some of the same old. And um, I don't know, you know, I feel like, I don't know if we talked about this before, but we're going to talk about it now anyway. But there's two ways to approach relationships, right? One is I need a position filled in my company, and so I'm taking applications, I'm doing background checks, and I'm interviewing, and I'm trying to fill a position. So who is it that's going to fill this position? It feels like work, right? The other is I go live my passion, I go live my life. What are the things I love to do? I'm out doing those things. I'm living life, and I'm passionate about life. I'm not pursuing love, I'm pursuing living and enjoying and play and let's go and that. And while you're out there, you bump into someone else who is living their lives, loving their lives. Spark, spark, spark. And there's two sparks, and you guys spark each other, and you're like, passion, boom. And you're like, wow, I really love who you are. And I love who you are. And wow, this is great. Let's we like these same things, and we have these things in common because we're out living our passion. We bump into people living their passion that have the same passion. We have that commonality, a spark happens, and then a relationship organically grows. That's a relationship is formed because I care about someone versus I'm going through all these applications finding out who I think will fit that position. So this is what I feel like spirit is kind of trying to nudge you towards, and this feeling like work, being on dating sites, meeting people and doing all that. It's okay to go out and live life and have all that without the intention of I'm looking for someone. It's like, no, I found the one right here. I found the one I've been looking for. Now I'm gonna go live my passion. And then you find someone that the energy matches up, and then boom. And it's beautiful. It's organic. It's growing. It's not disappointment, disappointment, disappointment. Let's see what your fortune cookie is here, Brenda. All right. Justice. Yeah. Legal matters, divorce, legal papers, court visit. That's justice. That's the balancing of the scales. The justice card is seeing things from a different perspective, cutting away our small t truths. But that's the thing. When we're hiring for this position, we end up firing people, right? Divorce, legal matters. And it's like, because it's, oh, they didn't live up to their contract. The other is more organic. It's not rules and supposed to be and everything. So hopefully that helps, Brenda. That's what they have for you, my dear. Thank you again for your donation. Enjoy your evening. All right. I'm going to take a sip here and we'll start into the free readings. All right. So up first, we'll have my 4 YouTube channel members. They get priority, part of their membership. All right. So up first, we do have Sarah Taylor. I am doing well. I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. And you'd like a general reading. So let's take a look here, Sarah. What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. Here we are. Boom, boom. Got the 5 of Swords and the Page of Wands. So we got the energy. The 5 of Swords is it's conflicting energy, and it's around communication. And the Page of Wands does represent, it is fiery energy. It's, you know, um, this combination, when I first saw it, it feels like there's some heated conversations. And it could be, I mean, I feel like it's in the outside world, but maybe it's just in here right now. Maybe the argument hasn't made it out of your lips yet, but I feel like something's boiling in here because the 5 of Swords is the conflict between your head and your heart. Your head, blah, 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 and your heart wants this, and there's this tug of war, but I also feel like it's making its way out into the physical world, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that because that's how we find peace in between our head and our heart. Because in the beginning, the head does want to rule over the heart. The heart, our emotional center grows first from 7 years old and younger, even back into the womb. And then from 7 to 14, our brain develops. And I should be doing it this way because it's our left center over here we have two emotional centers and two mental centers, and the lower one is our fight or flight. That's what we grow up with, 7 years old and younger, our emotional inner child, and then our mental inner child. But they throw this little emotional inner child into the cellar, into the subconscious, because it's like, we can't have you acting up with your emotions. We're going to get rejected outside of the tribe. So the mind tries to control the heart, and then the heart gets suppressed and it doesn't get to live its life. And we follow all these supposed to know these rules in our head instead of following our heart. There's this wonderful, when the conflict rises, eventually we get to step in between our head and our heart and go, whoa, 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 quit your little fighting. Come here. Now, the heart, we're going to follow the heart mind. No, 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 no. And it's like, but you're going to support them. Oh, wait, I get to support them? Yeah. So they're gonna give us our joy. They're gonna have us follow that, but you get to support that and help the dream come true. And when they realize, oh, I don't want to be the ruler anyway, it was so much trying to control that heart. Oh my God, you know. So the mind's like, I'd rather be a support than a policeman. And so it's like, great. And I feel like this is the energy that's coming in here for you, is this transformation. You're closing your eyes, getting out of your head and opening your heart and seeing where your heart wants to lead you. And then that page of wands, this passion kicks in, this renewal of life, because you're not trying to just exist with what the mind was, all these rules. You're allowing your heart to live, and your mind is transforming to be a supporter of that. So hopefully that makes sense. That's what they have for you right now, Sarah. So many blessings to you. And then Moonlight 5, thank you so much for your donations earlier. And your free question is, will your son stay at the garage he is at now until he's done with mechanic school? All right. So based on current energies, will they stay? Oh, I want this one here too. Almost lost the deck onto the floor. That would be fun. All right. No, I don't think so. Because we have the devil card, which is the shaker and the rattler of the cage. And the Six of Swords is leaving old ways of thinking behind, moving into new ways of thinking. But it's very much a movement, a mental movement that results in a physical movement that comes in here. So I feel like they are going to make a change of the school with those coming in there. But it's good, some clarity. Um, it's not out of like needing to run away from something. I feel like with this change of mindset and the way they're looking at things, I feel like they want to, it's like as they're learning, they really are like, oh my God, I want to be an expert in this. And that garage will allow me the opportunity to service that type of vehicle, or this kind of put it into practice and blah, blah, blah. And this other one, I feel like it doesn't. So it's not like they're running away from something. They're um, heading towards something that's for their higher knowledge and for them. So that's what I feel is coming in, Moonlight. Hopefully that helps. Many blessings to you. All right. And then Happy Pill. Hello, hello. A general reading for you. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? Okay. Right now. All right. My goodness. You got the Four of Wands and the Empress card here. So, this is very the Empress has sensual energy, and it's about birthing, and it's about harvest. It's about creativity and expression. Four of Wands is joy, but it's also the marriage card, celebration, gatherings. I just feel like here, if you have an opportunity to go to a wedding or go to some sort of gathering and celebration, I would definitely feel like you're being nudged to go because the Empress is a new birth. It is a harvest. It is all this joy. I feel like it is an opening, possibly for love for you. If you aren't already with someone, of course, I'm not going to encourage you to, leave them at home and go. I don't think you're with someone, but we got this energy here. It's very well supported, and wow, it feels so vibrant, so full. Um, so I love that for you. So definitely be on the lookout for invitations to go to a gathering, and just say yes to as many of them as you can, because I feel like it's um, whatever these gatherings and events are. I feel like it's very, very important for you to go. So that's what they have. All right. So that's what they have right now. Happy PL. So many blessings to you. Right. And then the final of my YouTube channel members is Livier Vergara. Hello, hello, my dear. Good to see you. Sorry I didn't get to conversate with you in the chat. We'd like a general reading for this new coming month of March. Can you believe it? Here in about 30 minutes or so, it's going to be tomorrow here. It's the last day of the month. Can you believe it? So let's take a look here. What they want you to know about the month of March. Wow, you got two major arcana. So you do have some big enlightenment coming here, because the devil card is the shaker, the rattler, the roller of the mindset. It's Capricorn energy, Saturn, ruled by Saturn. Saturn's the taskmaster. But the good thing is that even though they give us a task and they give us a challenge, they give us a reward. And at minimum, it's freedom from some old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve us anymore, that bring us a freedom, that bring us release. That comes in. And the Hanged Man is also about seeing things from a different perspective and a transformative type of energy. So it feels, and we got eclipses, two eclipses in March, both a lunar and a solar eclipse. And it is about endings and beginnings and revelations and transformational type of energy. So it's right in alignment with all that. And I don't feel like it's zeroing in on a specific area of your life. I just feel like it's a bunch of different areas. How you feel about yourself and how you relate to the world, how you define yourself by the world and how you're changing that and altering that. Just a lot of change of going, why do I believe that? Why do I think that's the supposed to? What opinion or opinions am I, uh, say, stubbornly holding on to, that I don't want to let go of? And why? Why am I so adamant about holding on to some old mindsets? There's this clearing that comes in with all this, which brings freedom too. So that's the theme so far and I just feel like it's covers a variety of different things in your life. I'm not like, it's not just about relationships, it's not just about job, it's not just about body, it's not just about possessions, it's not about education. It's like about everything. And it's like a big questioning month for you as we get closer to the spring fall equinox, which is all about birthing new things too. So I feel like you're in this rambunctious, unsettled energy, like, I've got to do something. I just can't take it anymore. being in the spot that I'm in. I've got to make change. And I feel like that's a big piece of your energy that's coming in. All right. So that's what they have for you. So many blessings, Livier. All right. So now we'll jump into the free readings. And obviously, if you guys can see the little list that I have in the description box, you can see where you're at here. But I've got like 5, 6, 7, 8, got about 11 of them. So since I only had a couple of handfuls, I thought I will throw you guys in as well because I love you. All right. So up first, we've got morning. So morning. Good morning to you, general, for next week. So what does Spirit want you to know about next week? Nope, none of those. Let's shuffle these up here. Give me a little bit of a recharge here. All right. So morning, general. What would you like morning to know about next week? Okay, here we go. All righty. So there's been something here with the Seven of Pentacles that's been feeling like it's been taking forever, right? It's the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. Been watching it grow and grow and grow. And but here's the Eight of Wands out of nowhere. Fast moving energy. So it goes from the Seven of Pentacles to the Eight of Wands, right? Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. It's like more like that, where whatever this is, suddenly you're seeing movement, you're seeing action, you're seeing um, the results of the work, the results of the patience, right? Oh God, patience. But it is coming forward, and it's like this. You're seeing the fruits of your labor, so you're seeing things come in, and you're seeing the physical fruit of it that's coming in as well. So I like that for your morning. That's what they have for you for next week. So many blessings to you. And then Victoria Huber-Ramirez. Hello, hello. What's coming towards you this weekend? All right. Let's take a look here. All right. Look at you. So you have the Nine of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. So there is a breakthrough here this weekend. The Nine of Wands can represent like a barrier that's been there before, but you've been persevering and you're stepping through. You have grabbed your magic wand, which was one of the 9 wands making up the wall that you couldn't get past. And you noticed one was glowing. So you've taken your power and you're focusing your energy. And I feel like because you've been focusing on gratitude, that you do have this blessing that comes this weekend that feels abundant to you. It could be finances, but it could be whatever you feel like, whatever this energy you've been having gratitude around is what brings something in. And if you haven't been, no, it's not too late. You can, instead of focusing on want and need and or fear or hate or those types of things, those things keep things away from us, slow things down. If you focus on gratitude and unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and fun and play, that's the energy that opens up the receiving floodgates, and that's what draws it towards us. So you definitely have this energy for this weekend. Whatever you focus that on is what you'll draw in. Um, if you focus on lower vibration, you'll also draw in lower vibrational things. So it's like being really aware of that energy, um, especially with the Pisces new moon yesterday and the 7 planets that align today, the big parade of planets. A lot of energy of attractiveness. Whatever we're focusing on comes to us fast. So I like that for you, Victoria. So be aware, whatever you focus on, you'll be drawing in this weekend. All right. So many blessings, my dear. All right. Let me just bring a couple more of these over. All right. And then we have Eliza. Hello. Blessings to you as well. Thank you for that. You want to know what's coming towards you this month for the month of March? What does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. Whoa, look at you. You got the Sun card. You also have the 5 of Cups. which we'll talk about in a sec. But the Sun card is a lot of clarity, a lot of brightness that comes in for you here. A lot of clarity. It is an abundant card, so it does feel you feel the warmth of things. And the 5 of Cups is a 5 is a number of transformation, and Cups is emotion. And so there is this energy with the Sun card being your inner child too, a transformation of some emotion in a positive way. So I do like this for you. I feel like it's, stepping into the light, stepping into I don't know if you've been having some lower vibrational emotions, some lower, hopelessness, or I mean, in this world, it's easy to experience our lower vibration. There's definitely no judgment in it. We come down here to experience them. But the 5 of Cups, usually they're looking at the 3 spilt cups, but behind them is the 2 cups, which is the power of emotional choice. And I'm kind of seeing this picture of here. It's like if you ever saw Dancing with Wolves with Kevin Costner, the woman that he met, she had lost her husband, and she was in the Native American tribe, and she was in mourning, which means she couldn't date, she couldn't fall in love with anyone or be with anyone else. So she had her mourning type of outfit that was on for a while. And at the appointed time when her father um, um, deemed that she was done mourning, she changed into all white and they went running and jumped into each other's arms and kissed him or whatever, I think. But this is like that kind of feeling like the mourning period is over, the sun is coming out, you're ready to let go of the old and begin new in the month of March, which is great because we have the equinox, the spring equinox happening on March 20th, um, or fall equinox if you're in the southern hemisphere. But there is this new beginnings, this freshness of life. It's the winter's over and the spring is here. And I feel like this represents your energy for the month of March as well. So I like that for you. That's what they have for you, Eliza. So many blessings to you. And then Melissa Cornett, hello. You want to ask what's coming for you this weekend? All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know here? Oh, here they are. All right. So you do have some new opportunities that are opening up here with the Page of Pentacles in the physical world. The Emperor card here is this indicator here. It's Aries energy. It's action. It's deciding, right? The Emperor has this energy of um, being surrounded by a bunch of people with all of their supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and all these expectations and opinions and the emperor, he's trying to like please everyone in the empire, and everyone has contradicting e- expectations and everything else. And finally the emperor goes, wait a minute, I'm the emperor of the empire, I get to decide. So thank you guys for all your opinions. Clear the throne room. I'm going to make some decisions about what do I want for my empire. And then I'm going to put plans together, and I'm going to put action behind it, put fire behind it. And I feel like this weekend is that kind of energy of I'm not going to wait for things to come to me. I'm going to decide what do I want this weekend. I'm putting plans together. I'm putting action behind it. If I'm going to go do something, I'm going, hey, everybody, I'm going to go do this. Who wants to go with me? Or if you want to go by yourself, go by yourself. It's you deciding and you taking control of your weekend and initiating things. And I love that for you. So it's like it's full of possibilities. If you want to do something, then make it happen, baby. Right. So that's what they have for you, Melissa. Hopefully that helps. Right. So many blessings to you. All right. And then love is the most powerful force in the universe. Thank you for your donation earlier. And for your free reading, you want to describe your past life in detail. So for free readings, it's going to be just a couple cards. So it's going to be some detail, but not like a donation or a past life reading. I do past life readings, by the way, and they're all on sale. I'm continuing it through the month of March. So if you're interested, we dive deep into those for sure. All right. Well, very very clear here. Now you've had many past lives. The two that they want to bring up, you have a high priestess and the hermit card. Two of your lifetimes. One is a high priestess in like a high priestess temple, and then the hermit was someone that was more away from everyone else, but very monk type of energies that are here. You were very spiritual lives, both of these, very much dedicated to service in these two lifetimes. And I like this message that comes in here because they wanted to bring up these two particular lifetimes to you because not to say that this lifetime you won't be of service to humanity, but they're like you put in your dues and you're ready to I don't know, it's funny, there's like your spirit guides are going, "It's okay to be more selfish in this lifetime. What is your dream?" Not sacrificing yourself for everyone else, not going, "Well, I'll do this for everyone." It's like, "No, what do you want? What makes your heart sing? What makes your heart wanna dance? What brings you joy? Where's your joy taking you? Follow your joy." And in doing that, you will automatically be service to people because 'cause you're encouraging them to follow their heart, to be an expression of joy in this lifetime. But it's like, follow your joy, be your joy. Don't worry about service. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about if people think, well, you're being selfish or whatever, going, I'm going to go live life. And I feel like that, like you've already been a monk and a nun in a past life. You've already did that lifetime of dedication and made beautiful impacts and all that. You deserve a different type of life in this lifetime, and you can do that. And so I feel like it's important to know that. Um, so that's what they have for you for now, anyway. So many blessings to you. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. It is. I love that screen. All right. So let me move the last of the ones over here. So faith and love, you will be up next. Let me just move over to 4 and 5 and 6. All right. So faith and love, you want to know what are C's current feelings towards you and your future together. All right. So what is his current feelings towards you? And then this one is towards the future together. All right. So his current feelings, well, he does have the 10 of cups, which is this joy overflowing. So he definitely has this, um, it's big, huge emotion, right? The rainbows and the togetherness and all that. So their current feelings right now is a great amount of love. It's cups. It's not wands. It's not passion. Although I'm sure that's there too. But we've got the 10 of cups. They do have this great amount of joy when they think about you. Now, the future together, oh, you got the sun. So it feels very bright here. Obviously, very bright. Your future's so bright, you got to wear shades. But it is about abundance. It's about a fulfillment. It's one of the most abundant cards in the entire deck. So right now, their energies are they see joy, they see fulfillment, they see that a future together would be very bright. Um, and fiery energy, it's Leo energy, so it is action oriented. And sorry if you hear my stomach just growl. um, yeah, they're hungry for more. I feel with this energy, but I don't feel like urgency. in action. I feel like they're like, it's wonderful, it's great. I can see a future together, but why push it? Let's just let it organically grow and unfold, right? And it's like, oh man, I know. But that's the kind of energy that's coming in there, faith and love. So it's very positive cards. I don't have any, I just feel like they're not a let's rush to the altar kind of person. I'm like, they're like, we're loving life. This is great. I love this where we're at right now. You know, you're like, well, what about? And they're like, I enjoy where we're at right now. You're like, I get it. I get it. Let me have gratitude for what we have right now, too. Right. That's what the 10 of Cups is, too. Gratitude for all the emotion, loving what is, loving them for who they are, who they're in their relationship, loving what the relationship is, who you are in the relationship, and who you are. It's like gratitude for all that stuff, not focusing on timing and what's not happening and when will this and when will that. It's like we grow the love by focusing on gratitude for the love we have right now, and it just continues to grow. So I like that for you. All right, so that's what they have for you, faith and love. So many blessings to you. And then Pramilaa, you are up. When will you and your husband be together? Long distance relationship. All right. So when will you guys be together based on current energies? All right, here we go. All right. So you have the King of Pentacles, which is an abundant card. We like that. It's a positive card. And the Emperor is this energy. It's interesting because there you will get together. You will be together again. But the Emperor energy, as far as the when, it's like it's up to your energy, which I like. With being in the number 4, it's like 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 years. What do you want? Because the Emperor is the energy of, I get to decide. You're your own empire. Your husband is their own empire. You rule your life, right? Even if someone says otherwise, no, they rule my life. And like, mm-mm, you rule your life, even though it might appear someone else rules your life. You rule over it, and you get to decide what it is that you want in your life, right? Whatever you focus your energy on, you make plans, you um, decide what you want, you put action behind it, and you focus your energy on it too. There's this Aries energy with the Emperor, which actually, of course, is spring time here too. We're moving into Aries season on March 20th. But um, so you're in the command seat of the when. And so if you focus in on the gratitude for when you were with your husband, or if you've never been with your husband, then of course you don't have anything to be grateful for of been with them before, right? But if you have been with them before, I'm hoping that you have, because then you can focus on, I'm so grateful when we were together there. I'm so grateful when we were together there. I'm so grateful for that, and grateful for who they are, and grateful for life, and all. The more grateful you are and the more gratitude you express, the more you draw that in. If you focus on need and want, like, I need to be with them, I want to be with them, we actually push it away, because our energy of need and want says I enjoy needing and wanting, but that means I can't have, because then I stop needing or wanting. So my energy of focusing on needing and wanting actually pushes them further away, the distance, the timing of it all, right? But when we focus on all the gratitude and all that, then that's what draws them in faster and sooner. So I feel like that with that Aries energy, if you can focus on gratitude, gratitude, gratitude around everything in your life, but specifically focused in on what you love about your husband, what you love about being with them and being near them, and da da da, that this will move it in spring, from March 20th to June 20th. I feel like that's the time frame when you could be together. All right. So that is what they have for you right now, Bramia. So many blessings to you. Right, and then KVH, hello, hello. So, ask for guidance on doing your first assignment. All right, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? What advice, guidance on your first assignment? All right. Wow, I like this. Six of Wands and Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is about being true to your authentic self. Don't ask permission to shine. Don't dim your light. Don't defend um, feel the need to defend it. You have the Six of Wands. It's like victory is assured. Um, it's a great flowing energy, but it's about being confident and realizing that when you're doing an assignment, whatever the result is doesn't define you. Because when we put our the definition of our worth on an outcome of something, we freak out. We get into a lot of fear, and it will keep us from being creative. We go into fight or flight mode, and then our beautifully intelligent brain that you have, the compassionate, loving side too, all that gets bumped out. And it's a 2-year-old and its pet hissing cat that is writing or doing the assignment. That doesn't turn out too well. But when we're in a place of unconditional love for ourselves and shining bright and going, I'm going to express who I am, and whatever feedback I get back, then I will learn from that and grow from that, but it doesn't define me. That allows the creativity to flow, and that allows us to be at our highest and use your brilliant brain. So guidance on doing your first assignment is stay out of fear as much as you can. And whether it's breathing exercises, meditation, going for a walk, outside in nature to get some fresh air, working on the assignment, stepping away, coming back to it, whatever it takes to stay in a calm, loving place of gratitude, that allows that creativity to flow rather than shutting down your brilliant brain. So hopefully that helps a little bit there. But be true to you. Don't dim your light is an important message of that. All right. So many blessings to you. All right. And then we have Country Love Homestead. Hello, hello. So your question was excuse me, DJ disappointed that our schedules didn't align yesterday for us to meet up. Let's take a look here. Hey, Mr. DJ, were you disappointed? Okay. All right. No, it doesn't look like like it was devastating. The judgment card is like our higher selves showing us the truth and seeing things from a higher perspective. And the star card is the card of hope and the card of balance. So I don't feel like DJ, like they're the type that gets disappointed easily. I feel like they're kind of upbeat and kind of more the glass half full kind of person, because they're like they have this hope going, okay, it didn't work out then. It's all for a reason. I think they believe in like, the everything happens for a reason kind of energy. It kind of goes well with the glass half full. They're like, okay, well, there was a reason why it was delayed, and I look forward to when we will get together. So, and I feel like they were very busy too, and there was just a lot of stuff. So they were just like, it's okay. They weren't devastated. I feel like disappointed is like a strong word, but I feel like they were like, "Okay, all right, but, chin up, young person. We're just gonna go." I don't feel like they were, it doesn't mean they don't look forward to it. Just that's their attitude is more of that upbeat, positive kind of person. So, they look forward to it. Now, if it happens again, then they're gonna be like, "Are you trying to diss me?" "Are you trying to ditch me? Or are you not wanting to meet up?" If it keeps happening, then they're like, "Wait a minute, maybe I'm not taking the hint." But I feel like this is like maybe the first time and they're not like, "Oh yeah, no, 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 it's okay." So, but I do feel like they're looking forward to and have the hope for that you guys will meet up in the future. All right. So that's what they have for you, Country. So many blessings to you. All right. And then sup for Sid Girl or Sarah. So thank you, Sarah, for your wonderful comments too. I saw those there. You love the readings and my energy. I really appreciate that. And so, you want some important general guidance for you from your higher self and ancestors. All right, let's take a look here and see what they have for you here. All right, there we go. Boom, boom. So, what important general guidance? All right, well, looky here. You got two major arcana. You got the Lover's card and you got the Strength card. So, powerful energy, my goodness. So, you do have with the Strength card, that's Leo energy. And, this is okay. They're trying to take me two ways at the same time. I go, I'm not, my human brain is not supernatural. You can't do that to me. Blech. So let's start with this with the strength card here. With this is your human self and this is your higher self here, right? And one of the messages that comes in here with the guidance is there's this the Lover's card is also the power of emotional choice card. And the strength card, the lion, before it realizes its higher self exists, it thinks all it is the lion, the human character, right? And it's hungry. It is so hungry when it comes down here in this human body. And it's told, eat of relationships, eat of situations, jobs, education, social status, eat of things, your body, your bank account, your possessions. And so it eats and eats and eats because that's what we're all taught to do of those things. And the more it eats, the hungrier it gets until it's hangry. It's hungry, angry, and it's roaring in the jungle. And it's at that time our higher self comes down and it brings in this awareness that it's there. And it's like, and our higher self doesn't try to destroy the lion, our human. It doesn't judge it. It doesn't condemn it. Doesn't imprison it in a cage. It doesn't take it put it out of its misery or try to, whip it into shape with a chair and a whip like they show in the circuses, because your higher self knows that what you're hungry for is the eternal, unconditional love of the higher realms. And it just so happens that your higher self, the actor behind this character, your higher self, is a powerful, supernatural, eternal being made of unconditional love. So they're able to give to the lion what they're hungry for, give to our human. And then that, roaring, hangry lion transforms into a purring little cub sitting in the lap of our higher self. And then they're not like Superman who comes down and rescues them and then flies away. Now that the lion is aware of the higher self, they join together hand and paw and walk through life in a different way, not hungry, not desperate, but feeling full and overflowing. And that brings us it brings us very important general guidance, like you're saying, around relationships. The Lover's card is, of course, romantic relationships or important relationships. And it shows that the outside world can't make me feel full and whole and complete. Only my inner self can. And once I fill up with that, it doesn't mean I stop desiring the outside world. It's just I stop needing it. And it doesn't, because the outside world falls short when we're trying to fill up, because it can only offer us temporary conditional love, not eternal unconditional love. And so it's always falling short. It's disappointing. But once we fill up on the inside and are overflowing, then what everyone gives is above and beyond extra. The outside world transforms from a place of lack to a place of abundance. and fullness that comes in with that. So I feel like that's the big piece of guidance. They just want you to know about everything that we're looking for. As my stomach growls, I'm so sorry if you guys heard that. Rawr. It's the roaring lion in my tummy, and it's like rawr. But so our hangriness, we can turn inward and upward, and we find that fullness, and it transforms every area of our life, relationships, situations, and things. Because I'm no longer defining myself by those. I'm not trying to find my sustenance there. Find my sustenance in here. I get all my dessert from the outside world. It's above and beyond extra. So I love that message that they're coming in here because it hits every area of your life. And then the other message, too, if you are looking for love, I feel like you will have a Leo type of energy that will come in, or an important relationship, because lover's card can be best friend, it can be a lover, it can be a family member. Um, but it is an important relationship is being ignited in your life. And this Leo energy, I usually just say, well, fire sign, blah, blah, blah. But it feels like Leo energy is definitely present in your life, or coming into your life, whatever you're looking for in your life. I feel like that's what's being drawn there. But the important piece of it is that you are finding your fullness here, because then you're not trying to cage the lion, you're not trying to change the lion, you don't need the lion to be anything, you just are grateful for what the lion is, this Leo energy, and you're just like, wow, and it's a totally different, higher vibrational relationship that you haven't had before, and I love that for you. So hopefully that helps, Sarah. That's what they got going on for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right. And lucky, lucky, lucky. You are the lucky last one. So, lastly but not leastly, lucky, you'd like your free reading. So, current energy around the house that you live in and its ancestry. You're hearing a lot of male voices close by. Uh-oh. Ooh. I'm just kidding. Let's take a look here. What do they want you to know here? All right. All right. So the Five of Cups does represent a transformation of emotional energy that's in there. So um, it's interesting. I don't get it a lot because, when we're looking at, like ghosts, oh, there's ghosts everywhere. It there's a very small amount of spirits who, when they leave their bodies, are like, you know what? I'm not quite done with this human life yet. I want to wander around and learn some more. And that's what ghosts are. They're not like, oh, they got unresolved, stuff. It's like unresolved in that they're like, I'm not done learning it. I just want to wander around some more. And so we can feel their energies around in different places. So that's one kind of energy we can pick up on. Another energy we can pick up on are leftover emotional energies from humans. One time, and I went over to my uh, first ex's house. He was had a bunch of roommates, and he was in the lower level, and there was like two other levels up above, and he was on the bottom level, and I went out, and he had an outside entrance. I came in, and instead of sitting on the couch, I wanted to sit on the floor with my back to the couch, and I was just like so sad. And he looked at me and goes, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "I feel like I want to cry." And he goes, "Why?" And I go, "I don't know. I just feel this energy and I just want to cry." And he was like, "You're freaking me out." He goes, "My one of his roommates was just down there. Her boyfriend had split up with her and she had been bawling in the exact place I was sitting." And so I was feeling the leftover energy that was there. So, that's something else we can feel, right? We can it can be a spirit that's hanging around and we're picking up on their energy as they're learning. we can pick up on human, people who are living their leftover energy. And then there are our spirit guides, and that are fulfilling whatever purpose we're wanting, what we asked for to experience too. My brother once asked me if I believed in demons, and I'm like, no, I don't believe in demons, but I believe that if we want it for our story, that they'll order them for us. And they showed me like people walking like on a movie lot, people walking that were demons, but from the head down, and they were walking with their demon heads, their masks underneath their shoulders, but they were beings of light. And so it was really interesting that, we can have that, oh, wow, yeah, you know, whatever we're wanting and needing for experience, that they can be there, and they can, you know, uh, show up that for that for us. Um, so the house that you're talking about, you live in its ancestry, with the 5 of Cups coming in, I do feel with that, because the 5 of Cups is lower vibrational energy, emotional energy that transforms to higher vibrational energy. For you, I feel like it's a variety of different of all of that stuff, but like the male voices that you hear close by, I feel like um sorry, they're just telling me some other stuff here. They're telling me that it's like a spirit that has been hanging around for a while, just wanting to learn more about things. But the other thing they were telling me, that they go, and there's a fourth thing, and I'm like, okay, wait. The fourth thing is that we can pick up on the emotional energy, like if you go to a battlefield and you can feel the sadness of the emotion that's there. It's not a spirit, but we can pick up on emotion of an event that's been hanging around a long time. Regardless of what it is that we're feeling and seeing, the Sun card is all about um, this clearing energy, being a bright light. If there is anything around us, whether it's low vibrational energy left over from someone, or a lower vibrational, you know entity that is still hanging around doing things, they can't do anything to us, um, because all of our individual energy is powerful. No one can put curses on us. No one can possess us. No one can do these things unless we want to experience something, right? But it's our energy that implements it all. But the sun is like, you can have this burst of unconditional love energy from your heart just pulse out and fill up your living area, and whatever is not of with that intention, whatever is not of higher vibrational love and light can convert to that, or it needs to step outside of this. We put a hedge. Our empowerment can cleanse and put this in there. And so I love this for you, because it is this energy of, you know, um, I can create a safe space. I can create a bright, energetic space for myself if I want to have that here. But so I do feel like there's one spirit that's been hanging around for a long time, learning and growing. Because when you're on the other side, time is like non-existent. It could be 100 years, and you're like, oh, really? I've been hanging around here 100 years. Because I can be that spirit, and I can be another human in another lifetime, and I can be an animal and a bird, and well, I guess a bird is an animal, but an element, and I can have different dimensions. I'm existing in a bunch of other places all at the same time. So it's not like we're like, oops. But so there's this powerful energy that comes in here for you there. And And I feel like that's what they just want you to know right now. If you want more details on specific things, we can definitely ask. But I feel like they're saying that's it for now. All right. So that's what they have for you, Lucky. Some many blessings to you. Great question. I love that. I learned a lot. All right. So when I finish in a moment, I will post the list of the order in which the readings were completed is in the description box of the video. But I'll post a pinned comment here in a moment after I'm done. And I will be back in about 11, less than 11 hours since it's midnight here. Um, Tomorrow morning Mountain Time, and then tomorrow night again at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, and then Sunday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time too, if you'd like to join me then. This is all the readings. I did complete them all. So I look forward to seeing you guys again. Until then, remember, every second of every day of your life, you truly are eternally and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. Of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there. Take care of yourself. And remember, have fun. Because why are you being so serious? Right. I'll see you guys soon.